Hello and welcome back, everyone, to our Rocket Rabbit Commentaries section for another movie commentary. This time, Cloud has decided that we will go through the DreamWorks animated semi-classic Chicken Run.
Yeah, Chicken Run. I love Chicken Run.
We are going to be watching one of the DVD releases from, I don't know, probably 2006, 2008.
Well,
I honestly don't.
Yeah, they probably had re-released it as a master collection or what have you from DreamWorks movies.
Yeah.
Now, Chicken Run is a very special movie at the time of release in 2000, so this is going back a little ways now. Back to my childhood when I had first seen this movie in theaters with my mom around Christmas time. So this movie is entirely stop-motion animated. And at the time, it was heralded as one of the longest-running single-production stop-motion pictures of all time, until the very same company made Wallace and Gromit in 2005, and then exceeded this movie simply by a longer running time. But this movie will always hold a special place in my heart. I think the animation makes it immediately. How shall I put it? It immediately sets the stage for a colorful story, very friendly, rather funny at times, that you simply can't compare with other movies that are not stop motion animated. They did that so that it would be solidified.
Personally, I think a lot of the stop motion concessions that they make it significantly less colorful and a bit drab. But that is for us. That is for us to discuss whilst we go through the movie. We will be starting just before the Pathé. The production logo showing up. So yeah, that is where we are.
It's the Pathé logo followed by the DreamWorks logo.
Yep. So we set then, Mr. Cloud?
Are we ready, kids? Yeah, I'm all set.
All right then. 3, 2, 1. Press play.
And if you look closely, the Pathé forms the silhouette of a chicken.
As they forecast there with its shadow.
As though those shadows actually did create a chicken. No, that is simply an illusion to get you to trust that these people know what they're doing. Especially by replacing the DreamWorks opening theme with a rather unique theme. Dun, 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 dun.
It's a Rocketeer action piece.
Dun, 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 dun. They really build up the suspense for the stop motion animation, because I mean, I had seen some stop motion growing up. I think Gumby was probably my biggest exposure to stop motion, but I didn't even really see that much of Gumby, nor really remembered much of it after preschool. But yes, I understood that it was a thing, and it makes everything look rather peculiar.
The biggest stop motion pieces that I can recall are the Rankin Bass Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer takes.
I believe they counted somewhere in the vicinity of 100 to 120,000 shots that they took in order to put this whole picture together. Of course, every face looks like a hot dog roll with 2 meatballs. Those are the guards. These are the chickens. This is Ginger.
And that is our lead hen. You can tell because she has a hat.
She has a hat. And she is the only chicken who has a hat. And this is the shape they decided to use for chickens. They are very small, which makes it convenient for our human characters to pick them up and hold them. Chicken dig. Chicken hide. Chicken crawl. Chicken walk.
To be fair, she should have kept the spoon with her.
I think it would have made too much weight. I probably should have looked up a cast list. We actually do have a lot of memorable voice actors and actresses for this movie.
Lots of British talent.
And one American. They've been caught. This is a pretty good primer for the whole movie. You got an intense sequence, a lot of dramatic irony, hiding, gnomes.
It does really want to sell the intensity of the action. That is not healthy for the puppy.
I guess maybe folks who aren't used to seeing stop motion animation might be a little unnerved by the, how everything looks. It's good to keep a consistent style. Yes, Mrs. Tweety.
Now, are they actually a couple?
Yeah, they're a married farming couple. They run a chicken farm, but their problem is the chickens keep trying to run away. One could surmise that if Mr. Tweety did not talk to the chickens so much that they would have never understood language. But yes, this is the whole premise of Chicken Run. These are the chickens, and they're trying to escape this farm.
It's less built up than The Greatest Escape was, but then again, I've never actually watched that movie all the way through. So
You mean the Great Escape?
yeah.
1960s. Cool Hand Luke. Eggs. I feel like opening credits are one of those lost conventions in movies.
No, plenty of movies still have opening credits. Hell, Deadpool does a lot of interesting gags with opening credits.
Well, yeah, the people who want to make fun movies like Quentin Tarantino, Martin Scorsese. I don't even know if Martin Scorsese is still alive at this point. The dude's got to be in his late 80s. The chickens tried everything. They tried hiding. They tried crying. If only they had wings, they would try flying. But their plans keep falling over.
Mostly because all of her cohorts are terribly useless.
Ginger is just one matriarch trying to help the rest of the family. Getting a little dirtier on the butt every time she gets shooed back into the chicken pen. So we'll try digging, they said. You might be wondering, where do they keep getting all these tools? A roller skate, rope, spoons, an egg beater. Alright, this is what we'll do this time. What? You're not Mrs. Tweedy?
So many failed schemes.
Peter Lord and Nick Park, the creators of Wallace and Gromit.
If she was just trying to break herself out, she would have succeeded 5 times over by now.
Well, that's why she has heart. These are the chickens who try to tell each other life is okay. That is Fowler. He is a rooster. And he does not actually lay eggs. But he is a fucking stud. And he used to be in the Royal Air Force.
It's like boot camp except with more chickens.
It's actually more like Soviet Russia because this movie does take place in the UK where they had a pretty close eye on what the Russians were up to. This movie does take place in the 1950s, I think, somewhere around then. Probably shortly after World War II is what they're aiming for. You know, after the Reconstruction.
England got fucked up by the bombs. They said we're going to send all your chickens out to die.
I love the characters in this movie. Five gutter balls. You are banned from the bowling league. So what do you think, Mr. Greta? Should we actually feel bad for the chickens?
Yes and no. I mean, the movie certainly wants us to, but again, this is a poultry a poultry farm, so.
And this is life, really. Is you live on a farm, you sleep on a farm, and then you die at the chop. See? It's the circle of life.
And we're slaves of soul.
Look at those tear effects.
So what kind of geese are those, Mr. Cloud?
Spherical geese. Of the English variety, of course. Heh, the Scottish character's name is Mac. That's okay, because English people wrote this. Because if Americans did this, there would be a lot more stereotypes. What's the password? Like, who the fuck else would it be? And these are the source of our goodies. Rat and Fetcher.
Hey, all right, all right.
It's a shuttlecock. Can you imagine animating each of those little kernels coming out of there?
It is an interesting trade, though.
Trade, yes. Economy. Because this movie does teach us that there are two economies, actually. There's the chicken economy, and there is the meat off the bone human economy, which requires money.
Sick and tired of making minuscule profits.
As I understand, and I probably brought this up once on the show before, is that I think the whole idea of CAFO farming actually originated in the UK with chicken farming. See, what I wonder is why they call each other Mr. and Mrs. Tweety.
I don't think he ever refers to her as Mrs. Tweety, though.
Juxtaposition also is a great thing in this movie. Huh. Fiasco. I remember that from the trailer for the movie.
Well, actually, Under the Wire worked relatively well.
Well, I'm a turnip chicken.
Yep, put all the things away, all the porno mags, the coffee pot. How the hell were they making coffee?
Doesn't require that much to make coffee.
It requires
My question,
a
of
heating element.
My question, of course, would be how are they ingesting coffee?
I mean, chickens can eat acidic substances. That's why. You could feed a chicken a mostly corn diet. The corn is acidic, and they can have corn. Oh yes, running gags also is Mr. Tweety is going to be dealing with his delusion of organized chickens throughout the movie.
Kind of.
I mean, you'll be alive. Again, you could stand in line for the rest of your life, but you won't necessarily get your bread or your linseed oil. But if you don't have the state, then where's the dictator? Ah, grass-fed chickens.
Say, no, we like corn too much. Fuck your grass. My yolk is pale yellow.
And this is the big, a theme of the movie. Honestly, Ginger desperately wants the entire colony to be better suited for life in general, and yet, honestly, Ginger should just leave on her own.
No, it's because
Ginger actually can take care of herself. The rest of the flock honestly can't.
well, it's because she loves her family, and she realizes that she would not get very far if it was just her.
No, matter of fact, with Mac's help, she can escape pretty much every night of the week.
And that is Rocky.
Hey, his name has not been said by the movie.
Those
yet. Come
power
on.
lines should have electrocuted him. Why, this man trapped under here, I should probably help him, but I'm too curious. Have you ever seen a chicken roost in a tree?
No, I have not.
They tend to do that. They tend to get to the lower branches and roost in trees.
Bunty, shut the hell up.
Uh, I don't think chickens have either a radius or a humerus. You're not a chicken. You are a twat.
Ha.
Rocky, the Rhode Island.
Heh. Yay. Prayers. Yay. Oh, ladies, please. This is enough of my story to go around. I just have to pace around the room so I can fill it up with my greatness. See, confidence is always nice.
Confidence is always nice, but he's lying his ass off.
Well, I mean, dramatically, we don't know that yet.
Technically.
Well, here's where you might start to suspect that there's something wrong with this character. I don't think you understand that you can't leave. There's a lot of death words in this kids movie.
Yes.
You know, suicide, kill, die.
Well, DreamWorks has always been willing to tackle slightly more mature topics than Disney, well, specifically Disney.
Oh, thank God all these characters are about the same sizes as each other. I have a
The traveling circus.
I'm the ringleader of the circus. Excuse me while I look for my property. Ginger has decided that she will go to any lengths to make this work.
Well, that's what Ginger wants.
See, the system sucks, doesn't it? All they want to do is kill you.
This looks like a shot from the... Nah, I know. So when the Chicken Run game came out for GameCube, I think it was.
It would have been PS2.
It would have been PS2 GameCube. That was one of the that shot of Ms. Tweety with the flashlight and Ginger on the side. I think was one of the shots they used from the magazine article I saw. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a great game. I mean, I don't even know if it actually was a game in the fun sense, but. Gentlemen, how do we extend the premise so simple for 84 minutes?
Animate it really well.
Which is, running.
Everybody wants to sleep with a...
But not him.
Roommate troubles. Alright, it's a brand new day, everybody, so while you're sitting in your movie seats, just kind of take a deep old breath, stretch those shoulders out, and get ready to fly. Here we go.
Thank you, sir.
I'm hot stuff. Just like a dictatorship. And we're all in this together, except I'm up here and you're down there. It's eerie, isn't it, when you're dealing with a whole crowd of people who just want to obey.
Martial arts training. Waha.
This is a rather worldly movie. I mean, we have all of 2 countries and a vague reference to the Orient. 8, 2, 3.
We have a gas-powered hot tub.
Oh, it's not even actual hot water. It's just bubbles.
Oh, silly chickens.
No, they are not.
All right, so what you do is you just close your eyes, stay still, and take a deep breath. Attila the hen.
It's raining,
raining hands.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
It's raining, man.
It's raining hands.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Oh. Ah, they're funny. Poultry emotion. It worked.
No.
Except
no,
it didn't. Because that's a thing that happens a lot in this movie is high expectations, low achievement. Although I suppose that's the irony, because this movie set the bar pretty high for like how to put together a standalone film. There's no sequel to Chicken Run. There's no supporting lore. This is it. Oh, this is new.
Large truck.
What is that? A septic tank?
No, it's an explosive shell.
I guess that makes Rocky the payload.
Yep.
Little John, Big Boy.
It's definitely not Big Boy. That's right. It's Little Boy and Fat Man that were the World War II nukes.
The Dragon's Core. The unused bomb from the Hiroshima operation. Those aren't chickens pretending to be doing nothing. No, it can't be. This is murder.
So this time, Mr. Tweety, you married a bitch. So
Why is the instruction manual?
That's the instruction manual.
Yeah, what?
That's not gonna tell you how to actually construct the damn thing.
Why is it so frayed?
Yeah, they bought a used one.
They bought a used one. Now that is some subtext that had not occurred to me before. Mac, look at the turkey. I have seen a turkey fly to the top of a tree that was probably 40 feet above the ground. You have to believe in yourself.
That's technically an Animal Farm joke.
Did you read Animal Farm, Mr. Gerda?
I did.
Did you read 1984?
I did.
Okay.
Both of those were required reading back in high school.
Because, totalitarianism depends on just that. That we are nothing without the state, and that individuals are meaningless. But here we see that intelligence, problem solving, and simply giving a damn can go a long way. That is a toothbrush. Could we not talk about this right now? Right, when they take off. Yeah, yes, that's exactly what you two need, is more thrust. Slap.
I actually really do like Ginger in this movie, to be honest.
Because if you want something done right, sometimes
you bully other people to do it for you.
You got to slap some people around a little bit. Because some people will only respond to being slapped around a little bit. That's just how they are. Like a fish. Fetcher, it's okay. We still love you. Oh, go on. Talk about how rotten we are, you miserable bastard. Alright, now we're getting kinky with it.
Unfortunately, this is very strictly a horizontal thrust. What they need is diagonal thrust.
Fly! Come on! No, no, no.
But seriously, with just a small change in construction, this works.
Well, they're testing it, because, I mean, if they launch the poor girl out of the farm, then she's gonna die. No, you're fine. 5 is the cutoff. Come on, you know where the place is. Just go in the toilet and pretend you're a turd.
Or you can just reuse the explosive casing.
Yeah, yes, you wouldn't want the humans to see that you've been knitting. I would find it very peculiar if a chicken was holding a knitting needle in one hand and a garment in the other. They don't even have hands.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's a little sadistic. I guess that's what happens when you're frustrated with your financial security and you have something to take your frustration out on.
Sadism?
Oh yeah, dude. Like people who prepare a lot of seafood, like lobster, they become sadistic. Let's see what else. What is a relatively innocuous preoccupation where somebody could become sadistic? Chicken farming actually is a source of sadism. If you're the guy who cuts the heads off of chickens, you could become sadistic. If you're the guy who has to usher the bovine into the slaughterhouse, you could become sadistic. Of course, the state will never explicitly say that it's a cannibal society, but
Yes,
yeah,
she did.
that was pretty heavy. Ginger, that was very heavy. We tried light because gravity is important. It means that nobody's gonna want to eat you now.
That's kind of the point, Rocky.
Right, because the American is giving advice on how to not tell somebody they're gonna die. June 6th, 1944, Normandy, France. So there.
I forget. Do they actually end up being the couple for the movie?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, see, she's knitting something, and it's nice. Okay, it's not nice. Oh gosh. I mean, any showgirls in town? Anybody I can bring in to kind of get everybody's jollies up?
No. It is a chicken farm.
But we do have one of the greatest inventions of the modern communication media era. Roosters don't lay eggs. They inseminate hens. Yeah, it's dance time. Yeah, jazz.
Where did they get the disco ball?
Well, Rat and Fetcher, of course. They can get you anything you want. You want tinsel? They got tinsel. You want Christmas lights? They got Christmas lights. That's got to be something out of Monty Python. Would you like to come back to my place? Yeah, all right. See,
This is trying to evoke the same kind of emotion that the Wonder Woman scene does, but honestly, I'm not anywhere near as attached to a lot of her sub characters as I was in that movie. So
the rose in the teeth. So of course, well, this is the obligatory dance musical number in every kids movie. Not unlike Polar Express, where they're singing about having hot chocolate. And your cast came off. Everything is so amazing. You're amazing. See what when a hen.
So when do we do the Machina escape scene?
I mean, for God's sake, we're not even halfway through the movie yet. I mean, we
No,
are.
we're
I mean,
more
we
than
are.
halfway
We are
through the
right.
movie.
So we're approaching the final act of the movie, which is the escape scene. What we have is rising tension. Welcome to the Grinch's lair.
Do you have to remind me of the Jim Carrey live action Grinch movie,
Yes.
dude?
Owie!
There it is. Okay, they are actually a married couple. Yep.
Because she probably read the instruction manual. Yeah, that happened kind of quickly.
Ensue the panic button.
The enemy has taken a prisoner!
Right. Let's all turn to the person with abilities. Ha ha, Jerry. How did he get boosted all the way up there?
I mean, they very clearly can climb. Their hands actually work like humanoid hands.
It's a machine made specifically for destroying chicken run chickens. And now we're back to the more actiony and thrilly segments of the movie. Ginger must escape the pieification trap.
It's a sheet.
Pun certainly intended. That should have killed him.
How did she get through that?
By doing the exact same thing, of course. Because she's crafty.
It wasn't set up to be in the correct position for that, though.
Use your superior might. Sure. Now, this is what we call automated.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
That is not how that would work.
Neither is that. You know, there's a lot of meat-free pies in this oven.
Yes.
We are surrounded and there's no escape. Quickly, you all...
Behold the Indiana Jones escape sequence.
I was going to say Titanic, but that works too. Alright, make sure you fall in every last pie before you get out. The wrench won't hold forever. Yeah.
Yep, Indiana Jones.
Nah. We have destroyed the machine. The gravy pressure is... Shit's gonna blow!
Wow, this is horribly put together.
It's like the whole thing was made just to almost work and then not. See? All ready to ship. That should have killed him.
It's just a sticker applicator. It's not that heavy.
Shh, the humans will hear you talking.
No, you did not.
Mrs. Tweedy, you just got that pie all over the machine.
Ah!
Because he's a hero.
And this is Rocky's character change moment.
And Fowler's character change moment. Yep. Just kind of, just lay it right on there. The safety pin works automatically. No, this is a temperate zone. It gets kind of chilly at night. Broken mirror. Distorted reflection.
It took him 2 weeks to do anything of worth. It's okay, Ginger. You're allowed to be. You were allowed to be bitchy to him.
Just keep reminding him of all the things that he's not actually capable of doing, in all the hopes that he's arisen to a precariously high altitude. Yeah, I wanted to burst your bubble about everything you've been working towards.
I do, but I don't.
I do.
You know, hands become rather sweaty, especially when they belong to chickens.
Yay.
Come on, you could have said goodnight, Rocky. He's still an asshole, but you could have, reciprocated the pretend affection.
No, she said goodnight first.
Oh.
I think she said goodnight first. I don't know. I got the volume. It's hard to tell when the movie's going to be loud and when it's going to be soft. There's been a Birdie soft segment. It's about to get even softer. Oh, shit.
And he's gone.
He left the pin on the pillow. He deemed he did not deserve it.
It's not quite like the Citizen's envelope from The Departed, but we could put two and two together. Especially when we find out what is contained on the card. And it's not that good. Yeah, everybody put away the carnival silliness. I have the bottom half of this poster, and I'm afraid
Bottom third.
it's terrible. They would really charge this much for admission? Seeing is believing.
And so the rain begins downpouring upon their depression.
Because that's what happens when times are sad. Musical cues, rain, and other sad images, like leaving, and then not saying how. Although it begs the question, no, wait, no, that's right. This is why Rocky can get away from the chicken farm, but Ginger can't. Because Rocky, well, he's not from here.
For the record, Ginger could as well, but she wants to get everyone out.
Chicken fight.
And then Ginger gets inspired. Ouch.
Ah, Bunty, you are funny. Because you are huge and you hit people. I mean chickens. I mean I guess they're people.
Don't tell me to shut up.
Stupid smiling chicken. Now, if only they had just looked in that box like 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Maybe Fowler is supposed to be a foil for Rocky, because here we have Fowler, who also is being like a leader, but when you get right down to the truth, is not quite as it appears. Eggs.
Why do they need 8 monkey wrenches?
Well, so that 8 chickens can handle them, of course. They're organized. They're coming after you, Mr. Tweety. Alright, all together now. He has to repair the machine.
And we must deconstruct the hen houses.
We must pull up the nails. He must pull out the wrenches.
We must kill our other hens.
We must crap our pants.
The puppies really don't get to do much in this movie.
They mostly just look at you and bark. Yay, Babs is having fun. Now, that's not necessarily anatomically correct.
It is not.
I do like these montage sequences.
Yeah.
What we have is a production from many people who have far too much time on their hands. Telling stories about people who simply do not have enough time on their hands.
That's a butt kicking good time.
So, isn't this technically a correlation to Rosie Rivet?
Who's Rosie Rivet? Oh, wait, no, I know. Rosie Rivet from the 1940s.
Yeah.
Getting all the women to embrace the workforce while the men are out at fighting in the European and Pacific theater. And oh my God, it's a period accurate song.
There.
How did he get a tricycle?
How did he get one that fits? That's got to be toy sized. Women? What is this about women touching things? Oh boy. Yep, because that's what the chicken looks like after it comes out of the pie. Smiling and saying, "I'm your dinner." Oh, me aching rump. Dun,
See, Mr. Tweety, you can be a mechanical engineer.
Bollocks. No more Miss Nice Chicken. There's a double entendre.
I've always liked that. I've always liked that particular wordplay. Although you usually end up hearing that wordplay in medieval setting movies.
So I guess this is the part of it. This is Vanderbilt Farm had a good story. A good ending. This is why the chickens are led by other chickens and not by pigs.
At the moment, yes.
We're going to die. And now prepare for the epic finale. Transformation sequence.
They built a transformer out of fucking chicken coops.
Well, they had plenty of time.
I don't know where they got wheels.
Well, Fetcher and Rat. Remember, all of this is thanks to Fetcher, Rat, and what's his name?
But how the hell did Fetcher and Rat bring wheels? Like, what did they scavenge wheels off of?
Oh, I mean, they are at a farm. I'm sure they got broken down tools all over the place. I mean, you don't just throw it out. You just put it in the yard until it becomes useful at some point. You did it, Mac. Yeah, she can't hear you.
That was in the trailer.
Because he's supposed to be in the... Well, you seem to have kept this to yourself for quite long enough, Mr. Fowler. That's right. Today is the day. Yay.
So did he just give himself a promotion?
No, he is stepping out of retirement. Now he finds...
She's still knitting, and her legs do not stretch down to the pedals.
So what this goes to show is that when you know how to do something, you should do it. And not pretend that you are a fool, too old, or an idiot.
Even though I am all of those things.
Well, you're not too old. You're only 2.
Oh, I am way...
You're only 2 months older than I am.
So? I am most certainly way too old to design a functioning aircraft from scratch.
How about clutch?
No, I couldn't design a working clutch from scratch. Fuck that.
There is still no fucking way this thing would ever take off.
Exactly. It's way too goddamn heavy.
It's too heavy. It's not moving fast enough, and its wings are not big enough. But this is a kid.
And its cockpit is not aerodynamic enough. That's a Star Trek line.
That's the first of 2, apparently. The characters don't actually have throats. They just have a visible back of the mouth. Yay. See, violence is in this movie. Violence is okay as long as it happens to the humans.
I have a tricycle.
I like to ride my tricycle. Da 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 da. Right in the face.
No gore in this movie.
Yes, remember that. Because I actually have been using a woodcutting axe a little while. Be careful with axes. They can really, like, ruin you. Must get it to manufacturer's specifications.
I remember this scene from Cool Hand Ed.
Cool Hand Ed?
Yeah. Well, the Ed and Eddie episode where Eddie Double D and Ed decide that they're going to break out of school.
Yay.
They actually build a plane. It's pretty much just a retelling of this movie, honestly, with Rocky being completely absent. Sorry, guys, it's a kids' movie. You're not allowed to make out on screen.
All right, we're talking.
There's your other Star Trek.
All right, so
reference.
we're talking about like a 110, 120 pound lady. This is like a 50-pound aircraft traveling approximately 20 meters per second in the air at high velocity. And Mr. Tweety thought he was crazy. No, Mrs. Tweety is way crazier.
Those are safety scissors. Those are not going to cut through cushion slides.
Must get my adorable pink scissors. Actually, they're Babs' scissors. That's why they're pink. Stupid safety scissors. Because, appearances could be deceiving.
Oh, me eggs!
I will never buy chicken pie ever again.
Aye, the rum too! Don't throw the rum, please! We're out of rum!
Now, please observe how ridiculous this scene is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Also, they threw into a church.
And so Ginger has revealed, with her godlike strength, that she can hold up human beings who are easily 100 times her own weight.
Oh no! So she gets boiled alive.
No,
okay.
she'll be totally fine. It's a kids movie. I'm just gonna close the door now.
No, she got boiled alive.
Gravy.
Okay.
I mean, probably. I mean, gravy is just butter. I mean, that's like boiling something in oil.
Lies and deceit.
Now she's dead.
Yeah.
Mrs. Tweedy. Yay!
You've got some explaining to do.
And so, we have finally done it. We have escaped the chicken farm. Together. Where is there?
I'm pretty sure they're just heading over to the hill, honestly.
Oh, I love this, the chicks. Yay, it's the chicks. The fat little bastards. I love wearing underwear. Oh, ketchup bottle nozzle. Yay!
And so they founded the community of Hobbiton.
Yes, they have discovered the Shire at last.
Ah, yes, the endless philosophical loop. Which came first, origin or species?
Da 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 da.
All right, so I know that you actually have a lot of really positive memories of this movie. I don't, and honestly, I remember why now. The first 2/3 of this movie don't really happen. We spend a shitload of time trying to set up the actual escape scene, and there's almost nothing that happens in the first 2/3 of this movie. Rocky shows up, wastes everybody's time, and then they have a dance party, and then Act 3 starts. Act 3 is actually really goddamn entertaining. I admit this. But I still have to say that I am not impressed or a fan of this movie because we spend the first. I already said that.
No, I know. Hey, I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion. I mean, I have a strong affiliation with this movie because I watched it growing up, and over again, especially on HBO, Cinemax. When I went to what was it, the trailer park, and we had cable, and I saw that they're playing Chicken Run, nice, and then I log in the next day. It's like they're playing Chicken Run again, and then I go in the next day. They're still playing Chicken Run.
I specifically remember Chicken Run getting replayed on either Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network quite a bit.
Mouth and beak replacement coordinator.
Well, yeah, this is a stop motion / claymation, so yeah, they all of these are physical models.
Yeah, and they had a lot of people working on these. Puppet Wrangler. The drafts person. The set dressers.
So, how would you improve this movie, Mr. Cloud?
How would I improve this movie? Well, here's the thing about like keeping to a premise, but also not like making the details all so strewn out that they seem to peel too far from center. I can't say make the movie shorter. This movie has a runtime of 83 minutes. It's short enough. I mean, there are some parts that are a little fillery, and they don't really add anything that hasn't already been said or added. I mean, the movie does a pretty good job at setting up like what is the problem. The problem is we spend almost the entire movie at this chicken farm that they're trying to escape from. You get a sense for how trapped they are and how boring their lives can be because it's the same thing day in and day out, all predicating on not being able to lay that final egg and then getting killed at the axe. That came across very clear. Yeah, I guess just kind of just lighten up the filler. I mean, you could probably take out like 2 minutes of just filler, and boom, it's a little bit better. But then again, like I guess it depends on opinion. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with the length or the exact composition. Because again, it's about the sum of the pieces adding up to what is a pretty like you said, is a pretty satisfying Act 3, but you had to build up to it first.
Hello, French person.
The English Channel.
Well, how do you think that the stop motion held up over time, Mr. Gurdett?
Oh yeah, the stop motion's fine. Honestly, it's it's one of the defining aspects of both this movie and the style of this of the cinematography here. The very fluid, very frantic stop motion is honestly very impressive.
Oh. Oh, I see. I don't even know if I was aware that there was an after movies. I mean, an epilogue. Let's say like after the credit scene. Well, I was usually satisfied with da 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 da.
And with that, we have successfully completed Chicken Run. I don't know why they're speaking French at the end.
Me neither. And we greatly appreciate you all joining us for yet another nostalgia movie from Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. Tune in next time. We are going to be doing a Gerdad pick movie. Yay.
And I already know what I've got picked out. Be safe, everybody.
Peace out, yo.